Hey.
I shall say grace. Dear
Right, well,
spaghettis-
do it properly.
No, I'm doing it my way. I'm just like Frankie.
Right.
Dear noodly appendage man.
Disrespectful. Blasphemy.
With your bolognese flavoured body. Thank you very much for sending us Neil and Sophie to buy lunch.
Ramen.
Where's all yours? All right, I see. There's mine.
I've done it.
Oh, there's naan bread or chapati. That'll be mine.
There
then.
you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Not now, I don't.
This is really going to disgust you, isn't it?
Yes.
I would have preferred it with the chilli sauce, though.
Did all the chilli sauce get used?
Yeah, it always does, doesn't it?
The chilli sauce is actually nice.
Oh my days.
Oh, oh wow.
You weren't lucky enough.
Same with us, just the same as dipping chips in milkshake.
That works.
It's got to be
That's who it
strawberry.
reminds me of.
You're my best friend, but you genuinely disgust me. That was lovely. Thank you so much.
Mr. Colin Robson Rover Repair sent some goodies over. And one of these things was a coffee cake. I'm the only one who'll eat coffee cake.
No, you're not.
No, I'm the only one in our house. who
My
eats it.
Auntie George used to eat coffee cake.
She doesn't live with me, does she?
I don't know. Not to my knowledge.
Anyway, so I've had coffee cake
I wouldn't put it past you.
with
You're the sort of man who would have a harem hidden away at home.
full box.
See, he can't be trusted.
I got any mop-ups? There was some.
Use your shirt. Oh look, there's some chilli sauce for you.
Some aged chili.
The blue bottle, there's some here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there we go. That'll do.
There you go. I did eventually find some somewhere.
Well, we now enter my favourite part of lunchtime, the post-prandial session, where things get spoken and the Hedgehog of Truth appears. Where is the Hedgehog of Truth?
I did actually see him.
Hiding.
Oh, he's here.
He's behind the Hedgehog of Truth.
The trouble is with the Hedgehog of Truth, he doesn't actually tell any truths himself.
No, but he forces you to tell the truth by staring into your soul with his beady little eyes and punishing you if you lie. That's why you lost your keys. Because you lied to the Hedgehog of Truth.
I didn't.
You had a moment, didn't you, Paul?
No.
It was just one of those. So how did it actually happen? So you just put the keys on the table and just forgot about it, or?
Don't point the finger at
Someone
me.
was playing games.
I had nothing to do. Can I point out that we've got it on video? We've got it on video, you great numpty.
But all three of us looked in here loads.
I didn't look on the table. I assumed that would have been well and truly gone over.
Well, it was, that's the thing.
It clearly wasn't. Well, I think you should begin.
I reckon.
The
Don't
Hedgehog
get
of Truth.
to the Hedgehog of Yogurt in a second.
The Hedgehog of Yogurt.
I reckon you sprinkled some of your invisibility serum on the keys.
Right. I see. Because I can do that, can't I? Mate, if I had invisibility serum, do you not think I'd be in Alanis Morissette's bedroom right now?
Well, yeah, but since the injunction, you don't actually know where she lives, do you now?
See, that's one of the things that, when we were talking about English earlier, do you not? You always say, do you not? When it's, one would imagine that it was inappropriate. But that's one of the things I like about you. And I always remember that because there aren't many things I like about you. Right, if you could take hold of the Hedgehog of Truth, please, I'm going to ask you a question.
Sounds like
Unless-
88.
Perhaps would one of you lovely people like to ask Captain Mustard a searching, delving question to which he, presuming that he's holding the Hedgehog of Truth, will be honour bound to answer entirely honestly.
A question, okay.
You'll never think of something.
No. I can't think of a question to ask.
Looks like that's gone wrong for you, mate.
No, it hasn't, because I've got a question. Take hold of the hedgehog, please.
Hang on. Yes. Comavan.
When intimately involved with a loved one,
Here we go.
have you ever gone through the doings of it with another person in mind?
Right, the Hedgehog of Truth doesn't want to know the answer to that particular question. That's why the Hedgehog of Truth rolled his or her eyes.
I think that you're projecting upon the Hedgehog of Truth.
Well, I'm giving it a purpose, aren't I? Eh?
And now you're just avoiding the question.
I can tell you this hedgehog's name.
Right, he's very keen not to answer that. And you must read into that whatever you think. Now, I am very open about it. I remember saying to my wife once, just before we divorced, I said, I can't tonight, darling, I've run out of other women to think about.
That is, that I'll use that one myself.
Right.
So to answer the question, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll block up the Hedgehog of Truth's ears.
Right, the answer is yes, because you're a man, and every man in the world has.
Have they?
Yeah.
Right, imagine...
Go on, deny it. Hold the Hedgehog of Truth and deny it. And if you lie, then...
I'll lose my keys again.
No, something worse will happen.
Right.
If you lie, Nigel will get keyed all down the side.
So, I'm going to... That's going to keep me awake, that, isn't it? Unless I...
No, if you tell the truth.
If I tell the
if you
truth,
tell the truth, your conscience will be clear and you have nothing to worry about.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Hedgehog of Truth says that's fine.
Right, okay. Would you like to pass the Hedgehog of Truth? And I will...
Have I got away with it?
I think so.
I will take a session before we make you nice people endure that. Oh, Hedgehog of Truth, suckle at the teat of... Okay, I'm open for a question whilst
Go on then, I'll do one for you.
Okay.
Have you ever found yourself mid doing something and thought, God, I'm a pervert?
Oh God, yeah, many times. Oh yeah. And then I've kind of mentally congratulated myself.
What in particular?
Oh, well, I can't tell you that, can I?
Yes, but that was a question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the Hedgehog of Truth demands the answer.
Yeah.
And you made up this game with that Hedgehog of...
Well, I'm making it up. I can't answer that.
Yeah, you can't, like...
They're only 25. It's going to scar them. They won't have heard of things that I've done to women.
Well, in other words, it's not going to matter, is it? They won't know.
Well...
I'll be the only one that walks away scarred and with nightmares.
Well, I mean, all right, let's start at the, the basic stuff. Then, just taking a lap or two around the old chocolate speedway. Then threesomes, foursomes, public.
Everything.
How far do you want me to go with this?
You're just
Another
quoting
question
things off
for
a
you.
website.
Are you admitting... Are you enjoying admitting this?
No, I feel very awkward indeed.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing I like to do on my own terms for shock value. I don't like being put under the microscope and being forced to admit to them.
You're the one who started this silly game off.
Yeah, I didn't expect anybody to ask me that. You never have.
Oh, gosh, that's a good point, actually. I just don't ask particularly intimidating or personal questions, do I?
Well, you can bloody start now, because I'm passing the Hedgehog of Truth over there, having put me through the emotional ringer. I still didn't admit to it, half of it.
There's time for that.
Yes. Yeah, the Hedgehog will be coming back round. Oh, hello.
Who was that?
That was my phone going off.
So, Sophie, you
Yeah.
have the Hedgehog of Truth. Have you ever looked at Neil and thought, the craze?
Oh, bloody hell.
Now you say it.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you what's the craze?
Ah, so
You know,
then.
you know the film Legend, what we watched, and everyone says that I look the same as, as Ronnie. Yeah.
Is he the puff or the non-puff?
Don't know. They both like snooker, though. Do you like snooker?
Not really. I'm not really an overly big fan.
You
I
only like
pool.
snooker because you like watching men in tight trousers bending over.
We'll come to that afterwards. What about beating people up? Do you enjoy that?
No.
Hang on, he's not holding the Hedgehog of Truth.
That's true, actually.
He could be lying.
That's another
I
another
don't
question.
think you do look like him.
No, he doesn't look like him. It is just the haircut and the glasses.
Yeah.
That can be enough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But
yeah.
it is. That's basically it. That's
Yeah.
all it takes.
No, I agree.
Like Boaty, all he does is wears shirts and the jeans, and suddenly he's Clarkson.
Mhm.
He hasn't got anywhere near the wit or charm, but he has got the heart.
Fuck it, I'll talk about damning somebody utterly. You haven't, I mean, that is the ultimate insight. You haven't got the wit of Jeremy Clarkson.
Well, he's a witty man, though, isn't he?
No,
Well, at least I'll take that as a compliment.
No, you don't.
And
All
I'm
right,
not.
there's a good one then. Who am I a bit like, but not as good as?
Everybody.
I'm not a bit like everybody.
No, but you're not as good as... okay, oh, God, right. Who are you a bit like, but not as good as?
You need the hedgehog?
You're not like anybody, are you? I mean, you know, thank fuck you're unique.
Interesting.
Magnus Pike.
Oh gosh.
You're a bit like Magnus Pike, but you're not as good.
Well, yeah, because I'm not a science teacher.
Or do you actually have a nickname?
Oh no, don't say your name.
Who has a nickname?
Me.
Do you?
Oh, and
Is it
right.
one that you prefer not to be disclosed?
No, it's a
No, I
it's a
think
rather
it-
it's a rather funny one. You know, on the buzzes.
Yep. Oh,
No.
Olive.
Yep.
Oh,
in
right.
one.
But do you know what? When
So it
when
didn't-
I was young, and I
She
used
was
to
a
watch-
beauty queen.
Yeah, I actually thought she was very nice. I mean, she wasn't so much when she got older, but
Oh, she became more your type as she got older.
yeah. Right. So
She is quite funny. actually.
Have you ever seen the film Holiday on the Bus? Hang on, Hedgehog of
Um,
Truth over there, please. Have you ever seen the film Holiday on the Buses?
yes,
Do you remember the...
that's it. That's
Do-
well done.
No.
That was an easy one.
remain hold. Right. Do you remember the scene where she fell in the swimming pool and her bikini bottoms
Yes.
came off?
Was it the bottom? I thought it was the top.
No, it was
When
was the
she
bottom.
jumped
Alright.
into the swimming
Yeah.
pool.
Do you remember that
Was
scene?
it? No, not really.
Are you likely to have seen that scene?
Well, if I've seen the film, I probably have. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you crack one off?
I don't think I did.
And you are holding the hedgehog.
Yeah, but I don't remember even seeing the scene, so
Okay.
I might have got to the end of it and thought, what was all that about?
What was the last thing that you were watching when you cracked one off then?
Oh, gosh. What? Doing a Carry On film?
Children should be taught that in schools.
What?
That they shouldn't watch pornography or anything beastly like that or horror. Children should be forced to watch Carry On films. Because they've got everything you need. Arguably. I mean, they've got sex education.
Yep.
They've got, if you like horror, you can watch Carry On Screaming, and it won't traumatise you for the rest of your life. Oh, excuse
Might
me.
give you a slightly confused view of what horror actually is, though.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, isn't it? Because, you know, horror films are not a good thing.
No, I don't really see what's. I don't mind 70s horror films, though, where they're just not really very realistic
Yeah.
anyway. The realistic ones, I think there's something wrong with you if you actually enjoy them. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, a controversial opinion from Mustard,
Yeah, well, no, I don't want to say that.
who normally sits on the fence so hard he gets splinters.
Oh, right, I see, yes. I don't like to express my opinion about things. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, it's either that or you don't have an opinion. Or
I
you
have
can't
lots.
be bothered to think of.
Have you ever heard me talk about shopping trolleys?
Why do you hate shopping trolleys?
No, I don't. I think they're very useful.
He hates people who don't put them back where they're supposed
Yes.
to be.
I agree.
I agree. I hate them when they put them in the in a parking space, and then you're on there and you're on the way in, and literally they're just there.
I don't mind if they left the pounding. I've said that a few times.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, Sam.
nobody does though, do they?
No, they do.
Do they?
I've had it a few times.
Yeah, if that pound isn't really worthwhile you're collecting and putting away for,
Can I point out that our friend Neil here is holding the Hedgehog of Truth?
you can.
Our friend Neil here is holding the Hedgehog of Truth.
That means that we have to ask him an awkward question.
Indeed.
Does it have to be awkward, though?
Nah.
It can be though.
Could it just be nice?
Just anything.
I'm going to ask you a Hedgehog of Truth
Go
question.
on.
How are you going to get those tattoos coloured in?
Eventually, yeah.
Gosh. That was really insightful.
Eventually.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
What came first? Your first tattoo or losing your virginity?
Losing my virginity.
Oh, well done.
It's usually the way it goes.
13.
Is it?
13.
What? Could I ask any law enforcement officers to look away now, please?
Can,
Yes.
can I just also do a quote from you? More on that story later.
I've started using that a lot, haven't I?
You have, yeah.
Best way, really.
I did it in the lunchtime live. I'm a fire starter, a twisted power farter, but more on that story later.
I do like that. That's quite impressive.
What, losing it at 13, I suppose it is.
There you go.
Well, follow that.
No.
It's not my turn again, it's yours, isn't it?
Go on, then. The hedgehog likes me. The hedgehog...
The hedgehog hates you. You smacked it across the caravan very unfairly.
Yeah, but since then he's behaved.
You blamed the hedgehog for...
I wonder why the arms just come.
Okay, right.
Look at the brown crevices.
Question.
Yeah.
When was the last time you did the hoovering? And by doing the hoovering, I mean in your home, not in a car.
So doing the hoovering is then vacuuming.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, sorry, was I using a brand name there?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't do that.
Right. Yeah, other brands of vacuum are available.
Well, it's just incorrect, isn't it?
Stop trying to evade the question. You do this every time. Right. New rule of the Hedgehog of Truth. No prevarication. You just have to answer.
Well, you know,
No.
that works for you because you love awkward questions. And I don't even think...
I didn't love the last
Who's
one.
farted? Have you farted?
No.
Have you farted?
No.
Have you farted?
Well, it's you then, isn't it? This is another distraction technique. When did you last vacuum, you misogynistic, wife-hating fucker? Does it begin with 19?
Was it the year I was bought?
7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
No, I don't remember actually. It's probably quite a while back.
Yeah.
But this
Have you ever,
Yes.
since you got married?
What, done the vacuuming?
Yeah.
No.
You bloody male chauvinist arsewipe.
Oh, it could be something else.
I would like to apologise to Mrs. Mustard, who is a person in her own right. A lovely person. I've met her. She's absolutely much nicer than him. He's punching above his weight with her. He doesn't deserve you, darling. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I would like to apologise to Mrs. Mustard for his
Not helping out.
his wrong ways.
Oh, I'll make sure I'll mention that later.
I'm sending you the link to the video.
Right, okay.
Yeah. That's outrageous.
It's not. She likes doing it.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
You're holding the Hedgehog of Truth.
Yeah.
Right, how do you know she likes it? Does she say, have you ever gone to do the vacuuming? And she said, no, darling, please,
Wait a minute. I
please
just
let
remembered
me
something.
do it. I love it so much.
I just remembered something. Whilst I was making some naan bread the other day, I used the vacuum cleaner to vacuum up some of the excess flour on the worktop.
So you have done
That
it then.
technically
So
classes.
that does.
Oh, God,
It's not
only
carpet.
He used a vacuuming device.
Yeah.
Oh, let him off. I'd say that. Yeah.
You don't have to let. I don't want
No.
him to let me off.
I don't want to let
No,
you
I
off.
don't feel
I
bad
think
about
you're a
it.
fucking outrage. I think you're a throwback to the 1950s where women belonged in the kitchen or the bedroom. Can I point out that our friend Neil here is holding the Hedgehog of Truth?
You can.
Our friend Neil here is holding the Hedgehog of Truth.
That means that we have to ask him an awkward question.
Indeed.
Does it have to be awkward though?
Nah.
It can be though.
Could it just be nice?
Just anything.
I'm going to ask you a hedgehog of truth question.
Go on.
How are you going to get those tattoos coloured in?